Hello and welcome to the question answer video of content marketing. Firstly, I want to thank those who have watched the introduction video. Thank you for telling me that you liked it and also shared a few questions. This is a follow up to that video so that I can share some of the questions that came across, and I thought it would be helpful for them as well as for you. If you're watching this for the first time, this video, and you're not aware about what the intro video was, the link is in the description. I would request you to go watch that first and come here. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to follow through. One of the mistakes that I did in the intro video of explanation, where I didn't explain properly the segregation of the two roles, like the business and the youth. Definitely some of the businesses thought that they have to do it on their own, and they were not sure what was the role of the youth, because that's how self-employed sometimes think of doing everything on their own. And the youth are basically the college student, intern, young professional, for whom uh, in mind I thought that this would be a good income generating opportunity for them, so that they can reach out to businesses and tell them that this is one of the marketing thing that you can add to your existing strategies and help you grow your business. So I will try to explain it one more time with maybe a couple of diagrams here. So as I explained, there is a youth part of it, then there is a business part of it. So the beneficiary will be the business, definitely. Each story will be uploaded by the business. The family members of the business, they can use it how they want. They want to share it with the team on across all the platform. That's the first part of it. And the youth comes into play because they don't want to spend that 6 hours a month to create those stories. They will hire some of the youth, or maybe the youth can approach to them as a freelancer or an intern or some kind of a thing, and they can have a monthly uh, understanding between them. All the transaction is towards this, so the business will pay the youth to get that stories, and they can use it how they wish to use it. So that's how the stories and everything is in the intro video. Again, if you have not watched, you can watch that. So that I just wanted to clear up, so how this is. So this is an income generating opportunity for the youth, and how much they will charge and everything is also mentioned in the intro video. So that's a two distinct differentiation. The objective of the videos or the following videos will be from the point of youth here, because I just want to enable them so that all their questions are answered, and they can also help businesses to think, to create, provide the stories. The businesses, definitely, there is no reason not to use this idea on their own, but my recommendation is, it's a very easy task. And as a self-employed, the first thing is, when you find something a repeatable easy task, just delegate it to someone who can do it for you, so that you don't have to worry and you can take care of the business, and so that you can create 10 times value for your business. So that's the first question I just wanted to clear. Yeah, so the future video will be keeping the youth in the mind. So the following answers, all the answers, some of the answers have been asked by businesses also, and some are from the person who is seeking side income. So but I will answer it from the youth's point of view. Okay. So the second question is, should the quotes or thought related to business? Absolutely yes. So that was one of the question. There is no reason it should be anything apart from the business that the your client, in this case. Now I'm talking about client, which means the business that you're serving. It should be nothing apart from their business. So that example also that I have shown, that will be only used by any self-employed or a professional who is design centric. So that's a clear example. And other thing that I have mentioned is thoughts. So basically, whoever is top professional in your field, or in whichever, again, I mean, it's not your, means your clients field. So clients is the businesses. So whatever their, as a youth, whatever their professional is, whoever is the top professional, use their tweets and their thoughts, even if they're famous, semi-famous, whatever it is the case, use their thought also as in the code. And that is something that is useful to your potential client, so that is for your client's client, that is a bit tricky for a youth. So see, and let me explain it. If you will be providing stories to the business is already serving a client. They are buying these stories from you because they can attract more customers. So if that quote or that particular text or thought, if it is automatically giving some value to the customer, then the customer will start looking forward for the next day's stories, because every day they are getting a kind of a dose of, oh, this is good for me, this is good for me. And then your client, who the business is, again going back to the business part of it, there is a third party client who is customers who are actually the customer of this particular business. So they should find any value. So that's, you have to always keep that in mind. Avoid any generic or inspirational quote, the WhatsApp forwards that you get, because everybody is reading that. You will never stand out, or your businesses will never, your client who is a business will never stand out. So you need to be having a different voice, then only it will be profitable, if I can say. And every story in the business will that they post on the social media, it should let the reader to incline, learn, or intrigue about their business. There should be an awareness. Oh wow, what a nice piece of thought or code. So let me learn more about this person. Why is this person is always talking about kitchen design or interior design or financial planning? Why is this person always posting about who is this person? So there should be some interest gain about the business. The next question that I had: how do you find the top professional in a particular? And a very uh, good point. I mean, you are a youth, you don't know about the profession, you have some interest in the profession, but you are not aware. So I'll give you a very easy way. There are many ways, and that's the good thing about you millennials and Gen Zs, that once a framework is given to you, you just find your own way to around it. But let me give you the framework. So just Google this text, top whatever the business you are serving, which means your clients who are the businesses, books in India. So that's it. For example, top financial books in India. So suppose if your client or your client here, the youth that serving the client, which is the business, is a financial planner. So what you will do is you will do a search of top financial book in India. I got this list. So I pick Monica here. I am not sure about her book or how good or bad the book is or anything about her. I just found uh, right in front of you. I'll just put her name and put Twitter, and I will get all the tweets, most likely her. I can go and verify it. And I checked, she's the person, she has 50,000 followers. And so the first step is whatever the financial planner, top interior designer, or fashion experts, or whatever, and you will get the books. Then that is the first step. Second step is put the author name and put Twitter. You will get the tweets, and then you browse the tweet. Okay, and you find those particular tweet that will boost your client's business. Okay, so our objective is to boost this person business. If that person revenue increases, that's where your product's value or the story's value comes in, and boost there and provide value to the customer. So why I picked one example here, that's this famous financial suggestion. But now what you can do is you can put this inside a quote or something, and also put this person's name, Monica, Monica's name, and that's it. That's your day one's post. That's how you find a professional. So I hope that answers this particular question. The next question is, like, one of the person who reached out to me is particular into kitchen design, interior, and so I searched a lot in the past but could not find a few codes. So that was a problem given it. So that is where I mentioned already, the young people or the intern, they are technologically savvy, savvier than because they are mostly constantly on phone or stuff. So they will find different place. So when I mentioned that I given a path of Twitter because I just wanted to give one complete way of doing it. But what they will do is they will try to search in many other places. They will not just stick to Twitter. So that is where if you didn't find, then they could find in other places. But my recommendation for those who are confused, first go to Twitter. So what I did was just to see if I could find something, and so I just did the same thing: top kitchen interior designer name, Twitter, and I found this particular kitchen design. And there are already many quotes. I just scrolled and checked. There are many quotes. You can go and check. This is the ID, or you can search and you can find it and you can browse it. This is the one. Uh, so I just wanted to uh, tell couple of things here. First of all, what I'm showing to you is not like to be followed exactly like a step by step. It's a framework. Okay, there are some guidelines here. If you follow that guideline, definitely you will find result as I have shown you. So but once you start doing it, you will find. But if you don't find any particular result, then maybe either you can reach out to me, at least for the initial state, because if there are scenarios which I'm not aware of, maybe we can document it in such videos, or you can do some more digging and find different keywords and search. But this is the framework that I have to use. And secondly, now your creativity of the young person is what will affect. Like for example, in this, uh, Buckminster Fuller is actually an economist. Okay, but is one of his quote, he has used the word designer. Okay, just because he has used the word designer, the designer word has been used in kitchen design ideas. But this most likely, I'm not sure what was the intention, but there is no commonality between these two subjects of finance, or even not even finance, it's economy and then design. So, but still being used. So that's where your creativity comes in, and that's where maybe uh, it can attract people. So it depends. Okay, okay, but just wanted to share those things. The next question is, should I mention the Twitter handle on every code? Okay, so uh, so firstly, the answer is no. I mean, if you have the name of that person, that's good enough. If you know, get the Twitter handle, definitely you can put, like example, Monica, we have the Twitter handle, but this person is no longer with us, so there is no Twitter handle, so you don't have to. The whole idea is the whole process has to be quick. Even that's my understanding. You can try it if you are a business or you own the business. How much time it will take? I think roughly under 6 hours it should take for creating 31 stories. But even if you're a youth, your first 31 story for a particular business might take a bit longer, but your next has to be a bit lesser time. Otherwise it will consume a lot of your time. So you have to be a bit quick in those kind of selection. You have to, that's the reason you have to like that subject, because once you like that subject, you already are aware about many things about the subject unknowingly, because that's what you have been doing since your childhood. So that's how it is. And yeah, but for example, in this case, if you want to know about this, who is this person, and I want to study his book and something, there definitely that's your personal choice. And there is also a business angle to it. If one of the thing that you liked about this person, and if it is, now in this case is not related to design, but suppose if this person was designer, you could find different quote of this person, and maybe you could spread those quote in 2 or 3 times, so you don't have to search much, and you can use different quote of his for different clients. So that's expansion of business or for your services. So we'll not go there today. So but yeah, that's what you can do. The next question, this is, I think this is the last question of this video, but I think a very important question. So this is definitely sent by a youth. So that person gave me three options. So should I create 31 posts and wait to get a client? Start a posting on daily basis, or forward this video and get the client first? So the good three option, and very in the order of the option that has been given, it is very clear that person wants to do the first thing. That's how you prioritize, right? The one you want to do first, you write it on the top. And my suggestion would be always go to the third option. You have to first find the client. You have to first understand if you there is a market for this, because this is just an idea for now. It's in very inception stage. So first you have to find if there is a market, and is there anyone ready to pay you for your service and offering. So that's the always the first thing when you start a new business or anything. So that's my pretty much my recommendation. If your cash inflow is there, so the cash flow is there, then only you get into small businesses and or service kind of a business. For startup and everything, yeah, that's a different story, but where they raise fund. But for now, when you're doing this compact of one client at a time and starting something small, I always recommend you have a client first. They understand what they are getting, they agree on the price point and everything, and then only you put your work time in creating the work. And to create something digital so simple, even though if you might take a week's time, you can always tell your client to, like, we will deliver in 1 week's time. And yeah, if you know that you're getting the work done, you can put in more hours and get it done quicker maybe. So that's not a problem, but always start with that. And I would like to end this with the WhatsApp story. So for those who don't know how WhatsApp began, which WhatsApp I hope everyone knows, is they created a website, and they mention in couple of lines like, this is, you can share. I mean, it was earlier was for only sharing your status, so you couldn't even send messages. There will be a app if you go to a gym or somewhere, like for your personal network, it was kind of a Twitter kind of a thing, but only for peer-to-peer thing. So that's it. And if you're interested in this, just put your number. So there was a big text box and you have to put your number and update me when the app is up. So that's it. That's how they started. And once they got enough customer who are interested in the idea, then this, I mean, they must have started building, but that was also the first step. And then they got serious about building it. I think it was only one person that built it. So even such a grand success, if they are using this approach, we should always try and use this approach. I hope I answered most of the question. See you on the next video, and don't forget to like the video if you like it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.